Hello girls, Javeria here from Sew Some Stuff, and today I'll be showing you how to sew this super cute and easy laptop bag. This is perfect for a 15-inch laptop. So let's have a look at the supplies. These are the things you'll be needing. And the first thing you gotta do is cut out all the pieces based on the list given on the blog. So the link is in the description so you can go and have a look over there. So first, what you gotta do is fuse the soft interfacing to the exterior fabric with the batting as a sandwich. Your any soft and flexible thing is going to be in the middle, and on top of that you're supposed to put your interfacing facing downward. The sticky side should go down so that when you press it, it becomes a sandwich. Imagine your batting is your cheese slice or your beef patty, and the soft fusing and your exterior fabric are your bread pieces. So as you can see, the edge of the soft fusing is gonna act as a sort of adhesive tape, which is gonna keep the batting from escaping the edges. So you can see that I have already done it over here, and it's all, you can see it's perfectly soft and flexible, and it cannot move. The batting is stuck in the middle perfectly. Now let me show you the other pieces over here. So this is gonna be the accent piece that's gonna go on the top. I have already folded the edges inside by 1/4 inch from both sides, as you can see over here. So go ahead and press your pieces like this. So we have two of those, the top piece and the bottom piece. And next is the strap. I fused the interfacing and folded it inside. To read in detail how to prepare your strap piece, you can check out the tutorial given in the description below. And then so we have two of those for the front and the back, and we also have these squares, which I'm going to show you later how to press to make the bag extenders. And lastly, this is going to be my lining fabric. Okay, now on to sewing. The first thing I'm going to do is sew the accent strips in place. So what I'm just going to do is place them roughly at first. This is my bottom one, and this is going to be the one on top. So now I'm just going to measure to make sure that they're straight and there's no difference in length. The bottom one, the top one is like 5 inch away from the edge. So to make sure that it's all same from all sides, I'm just gonna measure from middle, from the sides, so that it's, to make sure that it's straight. And the bottom piece is like 1.5 inch away from the top piece. So you can measure like that and pin in place once you're sure that the measurement is accurate. Okay, this is done. Now I'm gonna work on the bottom piece. As I said, it's 1.5 inch away from the top piece. Just gonna measure from all sides to make sure that it's done correctly. Next, I'm gonna pin it in place. Okay, looks like it's fine now. I'm gonna sew it in place and I'm gonna use the longest stitch length because this is not a construction stitch. So I'm just gonna sew and sew and sew. Next, I'm gonna sew the strap pieces together all along the side. And I'm gonna use a normal stitch length for this one. So, and I also have to fold the corner edges inside. So just use your fingers if you forgot to do it earlier. And then just keep on sewing. Okay, now it's time to make the extenders. So the extenders are gonna go inside the D-ring like this, and you're gonna sew along the edge. So let me just show you what you have to do is actually you just have to fold and press the edges from all sides and then fold it towards the center into half. Fold it into half, press again, and then insert it into the D-ring. No, first you gotta sew the edges together first. Using a small stitch length because the size of the thing is also very small. Next, I'm going to place the D-ring inside and sew along the edge. And I'm also going to use my zipper foot because it makes it much easier to accommodate with the D-ring present. It makes it very easy to sew with the D-ring. Make sure that you also use a reverse stitch because these are your construction stitches, and if one goes open and the whole thing is gonna come off. So now I'm going to show you how to attach the extenders like I did on the front piece. So both of my extenders are like 5 inch away from the corner, from the edge. Yes, I love the number 5 for some reason. And from the top, it's like 1.5 inch away. So measure and pin it in place. Next, I'm going to sew it in place. Again, I'm using my zipper foot over here. Now I'm going to show you how to attach the strap. You have to put the strap inside the ring and fold it by 1 inch on itself, and then you can sew it in place. Make sure that you do a reverse stitch again because it should be a very strong construction stitch. All your force goes over here while you're holding the bag, and you don't want the thing to open up. Again, gonna measure 1 inch to make sure that they are of equal proportion. Okay, now I'm going to sew the lining and exterior pieces together. So I have placed my lining on top of my exterior so that the right sides are facing each other. Now I'm just going to pin it in place from all sides, and then I'm going to sew the 2 layers together. Now you must have noticed using a smaller thick interfacing, which is like 0.5 inch away from the sides, makes it really easy to sew as there's no bulk coming in between, and the fabric feeds into the machine really smoothly. The next step is to just clip off the corners and then turn the right side out. And now I'm gonna go ahead and fold this thing inside and do a top stitch all around the whole body. So here it is, my top stitch is done. Let me give you a closer look. So top stitching gives a really professional and finished kind of look, so make sure that it's done very neatly, and you can use a long stitch length for this thing. So the bag looks like it's almost done, but there's one more step, and that's to attach the gusset and the zipper. And to do that, what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna fold the edges inside of the zipper casing fabric. This is like 1/4 of an inch. You can use a seam gauge at this point if you're not sure. Since I'm using a striped fabric, it makes it really easy to count the proportion to make sure that it's perfectly the same length all around. And then I have folded it into half, as you can see over here. So when I place my zipper, it's gonna go inside this thing like this. So this is your zipper, you're gonna put it on top, and it's gonna sandwich again inside the casing. So I'm gonna pin it and sew it using my zipper foot. And I'm gonna repeat it for the other side too. Next, I'm going to fold the edges of my gusset piece inside. And I'm going to do it for both the sides and the other gusset too. And then it's time to attach the gusset to the zipper. But before that, I'm going to show you how to close off the mouth of your zipper so that it does not move or create problems while you're attaching the gusset, side gusset to the zipper gusset. Now you can just sew it in place. So this is how it's gonna look like after it's done. Next, I'm gonna fold the edge of the gusset and sew a straight stitch. Now it's time to attach the gusset to the main piece. I'm going to pin everything in place first. Now you can see that the corners can be a really pretty tricky thing to sew. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna hand base the corners in place first, and it makes it really easy to sew it by machine later because you can't really put a lot of pins over here. So just use your hand basting skills and then you can sew it all around. So one side is done. I'm gonna do the other side, and I've already pinned it and hand basted it in place. Later I'm gonna open up those stitches so it doesn't matter what color you choose. Now I'm gonna show you how to sew this thing in place, and I'm gonna start from this edge. So the trick is to keep the thing flat using your left hand and use your right hand to feed the fabric in the machine. So keep on sewing till you reach the other side, and after you're done with this, you'll have your bag ready. So here it is, our bag is ready to be carried off, and thanks so much for watching. If you like the video, do share with your friends and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.